a little bit about the Dutch game, so you can have some ideas of how to get this started. These are the ones that were presented in one of the websites, for the Dutch game. So the first one, let me see what I have over here. Oh, the first one is just, the first part is just how the mouse actually works. So here you can see how nicely it follows the actual mouse. We have a circle over here. So what you need to do now is integrate this.
StdDraw.mouse X, StdDraw.mouse Y.
What's that? Say that again.
Uh,
Yeah, that's correct. Here it is. So you don't have to make it all object-oriented. I said before, and I would say it again now, is that I think that it will be more than sufficient if you have the ball class here. The ball class will be the only ADT that you technically will need in terms of my requirements for this assignment. And so take a look over here. I have an overloaded constructor where a ball is an argument for the constructor. And so, as you can see, I have more variables. And I did this over here because there is more interaction than chess in the move over here. So I'm not going to show you everything because I expect you to actually work a little bit on your own. Plus, I put over here things that is when I like this Dutch game to work only for one ball, let's say, and I call it the lonely when it's lonely and when it's not lonely. So let's take a look at what's next over here. So what I was saying before, I think the only ADT that you really need is actually the ball, because there are many balls, right? Many objects of ball. So it would make sense that you have the template for a ball, and then you just create as many objects as you need. And so if you're not using array list, which is optional anyways, then in an array of a good size balls or objects of ball will be enough. And so you start with a smaller number, and as it gets more challenging, you add more. You expose more of the balls that were created in the original array. So the question would be, how do we incorporate the mouse? And then how do you incorporate the other components? So in here, all I have is just the mouse. And as you can see, I created also an object of player, in which it has those two arguments, which is the location of the mouse at start. So you're not going to have everything that goes in this particular assignment because I don't want to show everything. I think it's expecting an argument. I'm just going to start with 5 of them. And so you're only going to see a portion of the game, but I'm hoping that this gives you an idea. Okay, so I will be dead by now because this is going very fast. And actually, I lose very quickly. So you don't want this type of speed, otherwise the player will never have a chance to actually play the game. So what's missing over here is the safe house, which is that rectangular box over there. Asking for, actually, do I ask for a a counter? Let's take a look. Let's see what are the requirements for this. Oh, it's in the website. All right, so I guess I should put in here the requirements. Okay, let's put over here what is required. Let's see what the behavior of this game should have. The behavior and the features. So number one, the ball ADT should be used. This will be the only required ADT or class. Two, the other components of the game don't have to be object-oriented. Three, counter with text displaying is a must. Yeah. 4, it should have a initial screen with a type of hello and rules, and last part is the end game or game over screen. I don't know if there is anything else I want to do here. Or maybe welcome and rules. Okay, there we go. Maybe I should put that on the top, right? Because I know some of you never get to finish reading anything. Just kidding. Ah. There you go. What does it say on that? This one. Oh, this is just a game. All right. You don't have to keep track of the best. That's crazy. That requires you to know other things. This was a very ambitious student who did that. All right. Any questions? Ian, did I answer your questions? Do you have any other questions? Nicholas, you have a question?
Is it okay if I give you the jar file instead of the source files, or in addition to the source files? Because I want to modify StdDraw, because apparently the fonts
I don't
aren't
want,
nice with it.
Yeah. Very good point. You can modify the StdDraw. As a matter of fact, it's actually kind of not common, but there is a percentage of students who do that. I don't want the jar file. I want a zip file with everything in there.
Okay.
Okay. A jar file would not let me see the actual code.
Well, I could just ship you the the Java files in addition to the jar file.
Yeah. Wait, what? Say that again?
I could just give you a jar file so that running it is easy, and then in addition the
Okay.
source code.
I like
but
that
then-
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that idea a lot. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Who has any other questions?